People, I want to ask you all a question. You may agree or may not disagree, but why are you all insane when it comes to American politics or U.S. politics? And also, I said many years ago, 2008, I would show you a leader. Now, if you go back to my foreign affairs video, listen to what I say, and I specifically mentioned Cuba. What did the president do? Now, last night I heard on the news, go to my video I made about a year ago on education. And I talk about the first 2 years of college and the community colleges and how the federal government, it should be made available to everybody. Minimum. What's Obama doing yesterday? You know, 2008 is where I started disliking Obama. And the reason why is I would do a video, and a week and a half to 2 weeks later, Obama did a TV commercial saying the exact same thing. I put up my platform, and 4 days later, the Democrat Party changed their platform, and it read, supposedly, I don't know, because I don't know, I didn't read theirs, almost identical to mine. The part that I got against them is they never once has given me the credit for what they're doing. Yeah. Here's this man sitting in this store right now, trying to tell you all. And they are taking my ideas for you, the people, and about this country, and running with it, and claiming it as their own. You don't have to believe me. Just go to my video on education. Listen to it. Go to my video on foreign affairs. Listen to it. Listen to some of my videos. You will see that the present administration is copied. What I'm saying? I mean, you have a new term now that they use. Instead of thinking about minimum wage, they're starting thinking about livable income, livable wage. Go on my video that says minimum wage is not the answer, and see what I say is where we need to go. Well, and now all of a sudden after that, they're using that same term. Here's 3 examples of the leadership quality, ability, and my abilities for you, the people. You can go through my videos since 2008 and boom, bam, boom, boom, boom. They're for you, the people. Now, why am I saying, why are you all insane when it comes to the United States politics? Because the definition of insanity is a person who does the same thing over and over again, and nothing ever changes. He gets the exact same results, yet they will continue doing the same thing over and over again, expecting something to be different. But it never is. Now, I don't give a dog on whether you're a Republican or Democrat, or a person who don't vote, or an independent. You guys are doing exactly the same thing over and over again. And nothing's changed. I'm telling you, do something different. You realize if I get elected as president of the United States, there's only one other president in all the presidents that we've had since George Washington, that profile would fit mine? One. Only one. He was an independent. He cared about the people. He cared about the country. He felt that the United States government should not interfere with other countries in foreign affairs. He felt treaties causes the country to do things it is not meant to do. And that one president, you will find him. He was the only independent elected president we had. And I actually got 2008 more write-in votes than he got. Of course, the population at the time when he got elected was only 7 million. So when I got almost 9 million, 8,900,000 write-in votes as JD, that, well, find them. I need to say, wow, look at what I say. I have told you in 2008, I will show you a leader. And you have seen it. You just don't know it. Some of you there say, well, we'll never be able to. It's impossible. Me getting elected is impossible. Without your help, I'm just me, JD. But why are you so insane to think you're doing the same thing that you've been doing? Some of you have given up, I know. And I'm trying to talk you out of not giving up. Not just one time. Some of you believe that that's the way it is, so that's the way it should be. And both you, the ones that given up and the ones who feel that, is what the political parties are counting on, the political machine. Because if you, the ones who say that's the way it is, and the ones who've given up, don't vote, band together, you would dictate this country. But you have to band together. I'm giving you me to bring your voice, not my voice, your voice. My voice is going to say one thing. The Constitution will be followed as it is written, and our federal government will serve the people utmost before anything else. That's what I'm bringing. You're bringing everything else. I'll be listening to you. Now, sometimes you'll see me do what you say because you're in the majority. And sometimes you'll say, why isn't he listening? I am listening. But the majority has to rule. But your voice will be heard. I'm going to give you a leader that is a leader. I will bow down to no man. When I meet in a foreign country, I will follow foreign cultures. But you'll always notice I will not, Japan, be the lowest power. I will tilt my head a little bit. I will not get on my knees for anyone as president. That I cannot do. I'll kiss the ring of the Pope and bow my head a little bit, but you won't see me drop to my knees. If he says you got to kneel down, I'll say, well, I guess this means over goodbye so long because the United States kneels down to no man. God created this country. God wants this country to stand strong, and we shall. And we shall be an example for the world, not a dictator of the world. And our Congress shall serve the people of this country, not try to dictate to the world how they shall live and what they shall be. And when organizations like the UN and the New World Order and other such organizations try to tell us how we should live and what we should do, I will point to our Constitution and hold it up high so we get the blessings of God and say, this is the law of the land, and it shall not be broken as it is written. So people, this is pleading for you to get out there and be you. Do something different. They're already lining up. Democrats are lining up their people. The Republicans are lining up their people. My people are you. Without you, I'm just a voice on YouTube that does nothing, that accomplishes nothing. But the government listens. Oh, the government listens. I hear my words come out every so often. When they start using a new phrase that I have been using for a little while, and all of a sudden they start using it. So, check out my video on minimum wage. Check out my video on foreign fair. check out my video on education. Listen to the terms I use. Listen to what I say. If those three aren't enough for you, then go to MySpace and see if you can get to it. I can't. And get my platform and compare it to the 2008 platform. Actually, go to Constitutionist Party. No, the Constitutionist Party, as one word, all small letters. And read the platform there. The first and foremost thing is you, then the states. Then some of the nice things to do, but they're not. That's not all inclusive. Can't be. But what has to be, and I hope comes out of that fact, is that we, the United States of America, will be a country of example, not the gun. We will be a country that will support the people of the world as they choose and wish to live, not to dictate how they will. We, the United States of America, will care for the U.S. citizen from the day they're born to the day they die. See to it that their rights, privileges, and promised by the Constitution are kept. Oh, if I get elected, you're going to love my first state message. Congress won't. The House is going to hate me, the Senate's going to hate me, and so is the Supreme Court. Because I'm going to put them to task. I'm putting them to task to do the job they are required to do for you. So, you can go on doing the same thing you've been doing for years and years and getting nowhere fast. And if you say, oh no, we have made accomplishments, no, we have not. Go to the 1960 presidential debate, it's on YouTube, between Nixon and Kennedy. Listen to it. Listen to what they talk about. Listen to the major issues. Oh my gosh, you're going to say it's exactly the same as today. JD's right, we've made no progress. We have gone nowhere. The political parties have outlived their usefulness. Now, a lot of you say, why don't you start as a mayor or a governor or something? Where's the corruption? If we take the corruption out of the top, it will, the honesty, the truthfulness, the doing the job as they're supposed to, will trickle down with a good leader. You need a very good leader and a lot of support for the people. That's what I'm all about. So I ask you, why are you all acting so insane by the definition of insanity when it comes to United States political system? You who don't vote, have you changed anything? No. It continues the same. You who vote for your political parties, have that changed anything? No. It continues the same. You independents, at least you choose something different now and then. But you independents and you who don't vote are the most important voters that the political parties count on, especially you who don't vote. Me, I'm in the same group. I count on you because I count on you to stop being so pacifist. Stop turning your back. You know the you who don't vote, you remind me of Pontius Pilate. Yeah, Pontius Pilate, you know, with the crucifixion of Jesus. And the reason I say that is because Pontius Pilate didn't want to make a judgment on Christ. So he brought Christ up with a problem and said, this is an innocent man, but you want your leader say he had to be crucified. I can't find nothing wrong with him. He's an innocent man. This is Barbarous. He is this. Oh, he has killed many of you, and on and on. And then he says, tell me, who, because of the holiday, I'm going to release which is the one you want? Jesus or Barbarous? And they yell, Barbarous. Pontius Pilate says, okay. I wash my hands of it. I walk away. Caesar will be crucified by the demands of you. I wash my hands. Took that water and washed his hands. Well, that's you, the people who don't vote. And I'm trying to tell you, teach you something that's very important. By you not voting by proxy, you ended up voting for the winner. Because all those votes that weren't cast automatically went to him, whoever the winner is. So all you people who didn't vote in the last two presidential elections all voted for Obama. Yep. Now, I'm going to try to get on the ballot this time. But to do that, you have to believe what I'm telling you is true and not believe the garbage that people are going to be dumping out about me. You've been following me now since 2008 to find out you don't know what I am, what I stand for, and there's going to be people who are going to say all kinds of stories like I won't be running, I withdrew my candidacy, I'm using the money personally, things like that. Well, you know that's not going to happen because if you send money, it's going to have to be recorded and it has to be accounted for to the Federal Election Commission. But for me to be a viable candidate, I got to get plaintiff. Now, I don't want you all to send me $100 checks. No, you're not even 25. $5 check, $10 check, no $1 check. You go to the Constitutionalist Party, it's going to tell you where to send the check. Put on there, pay to the order of the Constitutionalist Party. It has to go into that account. It can't go into any other account, and that account is recorded with the Federal Election Commission. That locks the money in so it goes there. Once it goes into that account, I have to account to the Federal Election Commission where that money goes and what it is actually used for. So when someone says, oh, he's using it for his personal gain, you could say, no, he is not. Because the Federal Election Commission is watching him very closely. They watch me closer than the other candidates. But if I don't raise $5,000, the Federal Election Commission considers me a non-viable candidate. That happened in 2008 because I refused to raise any money. Now, what about getting on the ballot? To get on the ballot in every state, I have to raise $100,000 from a minimum of 20 states. Now, both can be done very easily. If the people who supported me in 2008, who wrote JD in, just sent me a $1 check. Low, that would be on the bank money. 8,900,000 some thousand $1 checks. But that will do several things. Get me on the ballot in every single state if I get this done before January. Plus make me eligible for that $85 million that people like Ron Paul, the Libertarian Party, and who doesn't raise a lot of money, who does become viable candidates, can get. I can do more with $1 million than the Democrat Party can do with $100 million. Why? Because I'm JD. I'm different. And you people are going to make or break me. Not the political parties. They're going to try with everything they got. So, I guess this is about three things. One, go to my old videos. I gave you three. Check out. You'll see what a leader is. Two, why are you all acting the same? It's time to do something different. Don't do the same thing over and over again. And three, help me to help you. Contribute. To contribute, you have to go to the Constitution. Constitution of this party. It will be written up the way the word is in the right, but you got to put the www and the .com. Okay, because YouTube won't let me put it on. But I promise you, I will put it in there. And that's one thing you know about me by now. I hope I keep my promises. So people, listen to this video, listen to what I say, and think about it. And I hope you understand what I mean by why is the American people acting so insane when it comes to the United States political system. Why must you do the same thing over and over and over again, expecting something to change? And you can go to the debate of 1960 between Nixon and Kennedy and see that nothing has actually changed. Just got more expensive. Now, if you want to call that a change, then call it a change. I don't care. Okay? So this is JD said, almost pleadingly. It's up to you. Not me. Thank you for your time.